Hi, I'm Moody, feeling moody, and it's time for a moon message. Today's moon is the waxing gibbous moon under the astrological sign of Sagittarius. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and both nodes, Pisces, Holy Spirit, Angel Guides. What is the full moon in Capricorn's message for Pisces? July 10th is the full moon in Capricorn. What is the message for Pisces? Hi, Pisces. Ooh. The first sign appears, new moon in Aries. So you got new moon energy coming in with full moon energy. Something is revealed to you that there's something better ahead. Yeah. And you know, Neptune is in Aries, right? Saturn and Neptune are in the sign of Aries, retrograde in Aries. That's the middle of July. You're assessing what's important and your next move and how you're going to do it. Or you've already been investing into something and there's a revelation under this full moon. The full moon does reveal. You can see the full moon. Something's going to be revealed. But continue under this Capricorn energy. It is about solid foundations. It's about making the right choice, being persistent, and if there's any setbacks, being resilient. That's Aries. That's the Emperor. That's the warrior there. I see you being persistent because there's something that you want, and you're going to see first signs. I love that. There you go. There you go. The first signs appear, the Knight of Pentacles. And that is something stable. That is something foundational. It's a knight. It's a message of security, of confidence, courage, the ability to get it done. The Ace of Swords, all about truth, authenticity, learning something about yourself. Maybe you're learning how resilient you are. Maybe you're learning you didn't need anybody else for your plan. For some of you, you included other people in your plan only to find out you didn't need them. There you go, Aries, Taurus energy, the Emperor, the Empress. You don't need anybody else, just you and Holy Spirit. Major growth appears. And then after you see this sign, it like solidifies it. That you're on course, on par. You get excited. You get excited. You know, with Neptune and Saturn, and you got Pluto, and you have Mercury also. Talk about your thoughts, being in your thoughts. Mercury is the ruler of Virgo and Gemini. All in they're thinkers. They can ad nauseum think about things to the point of procrastination. Maybe there's something you've been procrastinating on, or maybe you relied on others who, I don't know why I'm getting this lesson is about you finding out you don't need others, because when you rely on them, they leave you with a feeling of being discontent, of not being able to accomplish it because they've pulled out. But I do see the Ten of Pentacles. I do see that if you're resistant, if you're steadfast, you will achieve what you want. And not only achieve, you're going to see some signs. You're going to see something tangible. Oof. Pisces. Tell me what else Pisces needs to hear. Spirit. What else? What else does Pisces need to hear? Okay. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Fear, doubt, anxiety. What's going on there? Queen of Pentacles. Not having enough, feeling like you don't have enough with the Queen of Pentacles. Your resources may be dwindling or slim. Right. Okay. But this is making the choice to endure, to continue on, not to stop, not to be dismayed, disillusioned. Continuing on brings the first sign. It appears that's exactly what the King of Wands does. Spirit is saying you need to find the courage, the confidence to continue to remain focused on what you want. Maybe you had the vision, but they didn't have the vision and they stopped working and then you stopped working. But God didn't give them the vision. He gave it to you. Okay. And so there's something. Your intuition is speaking to you. You know what it's saying. You're very intuitive, very psychic. You know what is being asked of you and by whom and even why. Look at this. Didn't I say? And you are the moon in tarot. And the moon is being unclear, unsteady. But with this Ace of Swords, there's clarity. There's authenticity coming into knowledge about yourself. This is all a spiritual journey that we're on, right? And I just said that you know what it is that Spirit expects from you, wants from you, desires, right? Somebody made a wrong move, bad judgment was used, right? We all make a mistake. We all make mistakes. There is no perfection, is absolutely no perfection. Maybe you've made a mistake or two along the way, and that's what makes you feel insecure or doubt. But you also know that God has been with you. You've gotten where you are, what you have through His grace. You know that. Yeah. See, that's what I think gives you the resiliency, the Capricorn diligence. Continue to work hard, to be diligent, not letting anything stop you. There's an unexpected revelation this full moon. Something's revealed regarding friendships, work relationships, long-term relationships, dreams. Again, more dreaming, profound revelations, profound changes regarding your potential too. You're still in the North Node. Yeah, there you go. Where you were apprehensive before, something happens where Spirit shows you. The signs appear. Something appears to either give you the determination to continue forward. Okay, so tell me regarding love, how is Pisces continuing forward? Okay. Finances and career. Yeah, because at one point you felt like you didn't have enough, like you were limited. And things changed though, right? But yes, financial issues are a factor in your love life for a whole host of reasons. It's very hard to date when you don't have a lot of money. But you can still free yourself under this Uranus energy. It is about freedom. There's a lot of free things to do. There's a lot of outside events, especially during the summer. You can be very playful, right? Just being your inner self, youthful, smiling. That's taking back control of your life. Remember, Pisces, you only get one opportunity to make a first impression. So you do care how you present yourself to the world, because this is about change, and we don't know if they're going to be a soulmate that helps you with your finances or your career, or a soulmate that is sent to actually love you, to put you back in touch with your heart. Either way, Spirit, what else for Pisces? July full moon in Capricorn. It's 555. Things are changing. Wake up call. Time to move in a new direction. And it starts in your mind with you freeing yourself, putting yourself back out there, having more fun, getting out. Spirit says, I can't help you behind the four walls of your home. Look at you. You're getting ready to step into new roles, or just by putting yourself around a new energy, like new people, new things, or old things that you used to do, but you haven't had time to do it. That's what you think. Right. But that is gonna bring you into a new direction. 555 is the 5 is the number of change. And this isn't really like mindless change. Like, you're not haphazardly making change. You've thought about this. You are a thinker. We know that with the 9 of Swords, right? So, right. Change is really allowing growth, right? Allowing things to happen in divine's time, not beating yourself up because you don't see something visible when you expect it. Allowing God's divine timing to work, because it's not our time. His time isn't our time. His thoughts aren't our thoughts, and things won't happen the way we expect it all the time, but they will happen. Look at this. Nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. That's major change. That's almost like a tower separating what's currently happening, the reality of what's coming, of what's happening, and putting that like in a temporary box as something new comes in. The wave washes in something new, and the moon says you're going to feel differently about it. You have no idea what you're getting ready to experience, but the first signs of whatever it is that you've been working forward and toward, it has to be both, right? You got to be taking that action. Something's getting ready to happen. 1111, it could be a spiritual awakening that alerts you to the fact you're on the right path. You met the right person. You're with people that are like-minded. Okay. What else, Spirit? 777 is about completion. 7 is about completion, that your soul begins to develop, moving you towards your purpose and out of challenging times. Some of you were challenged because things weren't appearing as quickly or in the way you thought they should have. But 7 and 5 is 12. That's taking control of yourself. Right. It's time for you to take back control of your life by focusing on things that make you happy. Okay. Anything else with this deck, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah. Yellow is about confidence, optimism, success, happiness, keeping that vibration high. Remember, with your new antlers, right, you're attracting what you want in terms of love. And let's face it, we only attract the energy we put out there. So if you're vibrating high, if you're happy and you're optimistic, you're playful, you're in a receptive energy, open with your heart, then that's who you're attracting. And if somebody else tries to come in who's not vibing at the same level, you're going to know that. But in this case, whatever's coming towards you, it's a sign. It's a sign you wanted to see. It's a sign that you are progressing. Making progress, not in the same place you were mentally or physically a year ago. There you go. That self-care is important right now. That's the 12. Yes, how you feel, what you want, getting in touch with you, vibrating at a high level just by being yourself, feeling content with you, entertaining you. Ooh. Yeah, this is what Spirit is talking about. Deep breathing. Also, some of you have had some respiratory issues. Also, deep breathing brings down all your vitals, right? Like your blood pressure, even your glucose can come down by you breathing deeply, controlled breathing. Definitely a time of you controlling yourself. Pay attention. Didn't I say pay attention to your beauty ritual? Do the things that make you look good. When you look good, you feel better. And when you feel better, you act differently. Right. And don't forget to take time to be still, to pamper yourself, to pray, to meditate. Remember, Pisces, the buck moon is about a process, prayer, meditation, and belief. So spend some time doing that. That's very important. And it is part of your self-care. It is part of you during all this retrograde energy, pouring more into yourself, keeping yourself grounded, getting out into nature. Oof, you have a lot of self-care assignments here. I see that. All right. And regarding this North Node, you are still in your creative energy. Any seeds that you plant, you begin to see signs. That's some powerful harvesting. Yes, God is a God of His word. This is what He's telling you. What else, Spirit? Some final messages for Pisces. It's time for you to take a chance, roll the dice, put yourself out there. You're hiding your talents. Some of you are just hiding things that are inside of you. You know, God can only provide the opportunity. It's up to us to take the step to put forth the action. My goodness, you can't talk. So it's time. It's time to put forward some action, take a risk, step into the spotlight. Now is the time. You're going to know that because some type of sign is going to appear and say, okay, now is the time. But are you going to listen? Okay. Here you go, Pisces. Did you know that somebody's inspired by you? Yeah, people think highly of you. Definitely, you are admired. You are to be used in the universe for the greater good of all. This is some authenticity that's coming in. So you're in a state of preparation. Things are changing. You're much stronger, in control, feeling better. And it shows. Give me some summary messages. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. You could put 555-777 or 12 if you're in the process of doing what's best for you. Release old doubts. That's that Nine of Swords, releasing that. You're currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good, Pisces. They are changes that have been long awaited. It took you some time with the Knight of Pentacles to get here, but you're here. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past, and trust that everything will fall into place in divine timing. And you know his timing is perfect. What else does Pisces need? Good fortune, 1331. Have faith in your skills and talents. They are the tools that can provide you with a bright future, a piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message. It's on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. 1331 in the comments. If you believe it, I pray for it for you. Thank you so much for staying till the end, Pisces. Until the next moon phase, namaste.